Hey everybody, it's your least favorite Christian here, and I am here to tell you today that everything your church does is wrong. That's right. Basically, all modern churches today are doing things in a way completely different than how the church is depicted in the New Testament. You know what? Don't believe me. I'm telling you, do not believe me. I want you to look for yourself. I challenge you to look for yourself. Hey, what brought this to a head was this guy here, Tom Wadsworth, and his doctoral thesis. He published it a couple years ago, and subsequent YouTube channel. And what he did was he examined every instance in the New Testament where the word worship was used, and every assembly of the church in the New Testament. And really, in a nutshell, what he discovered was that they never got together, the early church never got together for some kind of service. And, they never got together to worship. And they for sure never got together for some kind of worship service. And so I know that sounds strange, but the reality is it's in the black and white. It's in the text. It's what we're talking about. In fact, you could just Google it. And here you can run a search for the 5 Greek words translated as worship in the New Testament. And you really come up with all the exact same stuff that we're talking about, really. And so, we're going to look at this example word, this example verse, which is to worship God in spirit and truth. And so what does that mean? This is telling you how to worship, right? That's what it sounds like. How do you worship? You worship in spirit. And so does that mean, with great enthusiasm, with great fervor? Is that the deal with that? Here on the Google, it says engaging in heartfelt and sincere adoration of God, or is it some kind of like mystical thing, like a telepathic connection with God, like here, I can feel God, I can feel him in the room, and is that what it's saying? It's a mystical, it's just connecting with, I can feel him. It's totally not. That is not at all what it's saying. Or what about in the spirit, where they're like, babbling in tongues and falling all over the place? That's another possible interpretation. All wrong, none of the above. Because if we look at the Greek word here that's translated as the word worship, proskuneo, that means to bow down, right? It means to bow down, to prostrate oneself. And so, this really changes the meaning of the whole verse. Now it says, bow down in spirit, right? Does that mean we're supposed to bow down? Christians are supposed to bow down. Look here. Is this the deal? Christians don't bow down. We don't bow down. We're supposed to bow down in spirit. See what I'm saying there? This is not crazy stuff. This stuff makes perfect sense. We are to bow down in spirit. Look, they bow down for real. The Muslims, they bow down. And other people, they bow down. The pagans, the Jews, we don't. We bow down in spirit. In our heart, in our minds, we acknowledge that God is King of the universe and that we are owned by God. That's bowing down in spirit, right? And so really, again, this is a contrast. They worship. We don't. We worship in spirit. And so they're talking about, when this was first written and the word worship was used, more people would understand that they're talking about cultic worship, cultic religion, which is where you would like sacrifice something, where you're trying to curry your God's favor. So let's say you, the night before the battle, you sacrifice a steer, and that way you hope the God will favor you in the battle the next day. That is cultic religion, not to be confused with a cult, which means hidden. And so really what we're doing is we're rejecting all these cultic practices. That's what he's trying to teach those Jews back then. And that all that stuff was pictures, and it's all meaningless now, really. It's been superseded by the new covenant. And again, all that was symbolic. We don't, bowing down, 5 times a day or whatever, that doesn't help God. God doesn't like get any great, rush from us bowing down to him or something. That doesn't help him any. Does nothing. We're supposed to get out and help somebody, okay? He says he's being poured out like a drink offering. Okay, drink offering, pouring out of libations is another cultic practice. And so, it's an ancient, everybody did it back then. There's somebody pouring out, looks like on a rock maybe, or an altar or something. And long ago, everybody was doing it. And you know what? It's still done today. This is actually just from this week in Texas. You can see here this lady's pouring out some milk. And so that's another libation, pouring out of libations that can be poured out. And then, let's see what else we have here. Oh, here's a YouTube video telling you how to do it. Here in Jamaica, they probably pour out rum. She may be pouring out wine there. It's hard to say. No, it looks like rum. And really, nobody's getting that. Now she's doing it for ancestors probably, right? Here's the sadhu, right? He's doing it. Again, they do it a lot for ancestors, for dead people. You know what? Nobody's getting that rum. It's just going in the ground. It's just pouring out liquid. There's nothing happening. God doesn't get that. That's not going on. And so that's what he's teaching. I mean, is he saying Christians are supposed to pour out libations? No. He's saying pour out your life is a libation, right? I'm being poured out as a drink offering. As we are the sacrifice. We are the sacrifice, right? There's no more of all these cultic practices. Okay, so that means there's no more holy worship, no more holy days, no more holy buildings. That's done. Like the temple is gone, right? No more altar, no more priests, no more holy priests. What about paid pastors and paid staff? Not in the Bible, not in the New Testament. That's just not there. Holy outfits or hairstyles, beards, things like that. Not there. How about a kind of a holy hierarchy, of priests and super priests? Not there. No more. Unless I'm a super elder, right? What about clergy? Clergy and laity. Not in the New Testament. Every believer is clergy, right? A career in ministry. Every believer has a career in ministry. All right, no more holy rituals, liturgy. That's one of the liturgia. That's one of those 5 words that's translated as worship, liturgia. We don't have, holy chanting or whatever doesn't do anything. That's what it's telling us. We do all that junk in the way we live our lives is our worship. What about one of those words? Is it eusebio, I think? It means reverence. Holy reverence, like. And if you're kind of looking at the picture of a New Testament assembly, and it's a bunch of guys, fishermen and stuff, around the table. Psst, Thomas, could you pass the beans, please? Pass the beans? Thank you, Lord, for these beans. Oh, I'm just not seeing it. Reverence, it's just not there. And then that brings up another problem. Somebody's got to pay the organium player. We got to pay. Okay, guys, we got to pass a hat to pay for the music. Come on. Hey, Peter, can I borrow your hat? Can I borrow your hat for a second? Oh, thank you. Whoa, drip in. Therefore, I urge you, brothers, on account of God's mercy, to offer your bodies as living sacrifices. Now, see, this is the one time where occultic practice is actually related to the New Testament church, and it's done here metaphorically. We are a living sacrifice. And again, the word like cultic worship actually could be put in there, and it really lends to the meaning here. What if you put it this way? You're supposed to give yourself as a living worship, a living worship. That's the deal. That's what it's telling you. Now that you've seen this, you're not going to be able to stop seeing it all around, you know? And you can go to church on Sunday morning, but the reality is that what you do, how you live your life for the Lord the rest of the week, that's the true worship. That's the true worship, right? Hey, catch you next video is called God Hates Holy Buildings, right? I'll see you in that next video. You're going to love it. You're going to love it. Bum, 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 bum. We're going to need a bigger boat.